How's it going, everyone? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up, and we're back at it with some wrestling predictions. That's right, AEW Full Gear just around the corner. And again, a pay-per-view with all the potential in the world to be AEW's best pay-per-view ever, depending on the results and the quality that we know we're going to get. But before we jump in too seriously, how's everyone doing? It's been a hot minute. We had sort of a slow October when it comes to wrestling and things. We had Crown Jewel, though. That was good. Impact's Bound for Glory. Didn't cover anything here, but did enjoy the world title scene there. And, yeah, everyone doing okay. Nice to get back into some hot things, because we got Full Gear coming up this Saturday, and then next week at Survivor Series. Like, boom! Right back in the heat of things. But again, before we get too ahead of ourselves, thank you guys so much for the support on the Halloween movie reactions. I was not expecting to see my Dracula, Frankenstein, and Wolfman reactions go up to like 200 to 300 views. Like, I have over 130 subscribers right now, so just take a minute. Give yourself a round of applause. Pat on the back. I'm clapping. Round of applause for you guys for sticking it through and through. Y'all know how this channel is. Like, I post a variety of random things every now and then, but what does it usually come back to? Comes back to those wrestling predictions, baby. That's what this channel's built on. But again, before we get too going, a little bit of an announcement for December. If you guys remember last year, I had a little Christmas review series going. Because what do I love doing every December? Big list of Christmas movies, some of them new, most of them on loop that I just love enjoying every December. But it got cut because of my damn strep throat last year. Hoping they're not the same thing this year, because I want to get more of those out. So quick heads up for December. More reviews coming for Christmas movies, shows, etc. And maybe, just maybe, a full movie reaction, but don't get your hopes on that. But thank you guys so much for the support lately. Really appreciate it. But let's dive in to Full Gear and what we got going on. Now, as far as I can recall, got 10 matches going. And this one's going to be interesting because this will be one of the rare times where I'm doing my wrestling prediction video for a show that has yet to be covered by Cultaholic from what I've seen. So I like to get the insight from those guys so often and enough, but not this time. I'm curious how I'm going to put this into perspective fully myself, which is usually how it goes, but I like to hear other opinions I consider important before going into it. And I'm going on and on because I can't help it. I'm excited because AEW, again, is where you put your heart, soul, and time into now as a wrestling fan. So here we go. Let's go. Kickoff, a.k.a. buy-in. We've got a women's tag match. I believe Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa, I'm going to go with. I think that's the match that was announced. I'm going to go for Shida and Rosa. I'm thinking just another babyface win here. It's going to make the tournament look better for the new women's TBS tournament, and it's not really meant to be hard, this match, for me. I'm just thinking more momentum on the faces going into it, and then we'll see how it turns out. Personally, my pick for the whole thing is Jade Cargill. Her momentum really seemed to drop after Shaq left, even though they've been trying to fix the pieces quite well. She had a great triple threat a few weeks ago. I think it was on Rampage. I remember her winning. That was great. And I'm hoping we really make the most out of her in this tournament. So, see where that goes. Not that that has anything to do with the pay-per-view coming up, but just more input there. But bottom line, picking the faces in this one. Now let's get to the main card. See what we've got going on here. I do have the list in front of me right now, so that's why you're going to see my eyes back and forth. Because 10 matches, my brain can't handle this much. Well, you know what? We talked about the women's. How about we jump right into the women's title? Dr. Britt Baker defending against Ty Conti. This should be good. I was not expecting Ty to get this match either, and honestly, if there was a faithful on the roster that I'd love to see beat Britt for this championship, it would be her. Is it going to happen, though? No, I don't necessarily think so. Britt's got all the momentum going in the world for her right now. I see her going far into the new year with the championship, and frankly, the one that's grabbing my attention for her to lose it to, Thunder Rosa in unsanctioned, aka Lights Out 2. That is what I would like to see. Although I guess they wouldn't do that for the championship, but maybe an even crazier match. You know, we got to get something. We got to get something out of that. So, picking the doctor, the dentist, to retain on this occasion. Let's keep going before my voice cracks on me. How about the finals of the Eliminator tournament? And personally, the match that I believe will kick off the event. Bryan Danielson coming through, defeating, I believe it was Dustin Rhodes and Eddie Kingston to get to the finals. A man who's had a match with Kenny Omega. We had that 30-minute time limit draw. That was a fantastic match. Taking on Miro, a man who was not in the tournament originally, but because of Moxley's leaving for rehab, and big props to him for doing that, Miro took Moxley's place, defeated Orange Cassidy, got to this point. Who's going to win this? Tough to say. Really tough to say. I had a better thought of this going into it when it was Danielson versus Moxley, but there is something about this that is turning me the other way. Miro is back to just being the unstoppable. His character is so much more dangerous now that it has lost the TNT Championship. I think he's going to beat Danielson. This one is going to turn some heads, but I can't see Miro losing to the running knee or submitting to Danielson. I just can't see it. It's not coming to me. I don't know if Danielson's going to be leaving AEW anytime soon. He was my original pick to win this if it was him and Moxley in the finals, because if you guys remember, I am so bent up on a Moxley heel turn. But not anytime soon. And certainly not when he is set to come back after, I assume, achieving the biggest victory of all, completing his rehab. So Miro is just grabbing me in this, and I really think he's going to crush, so to speak, Danielson. I'm hoping this will be a great match. This is a long time coming for two people who I really wish could have done more in WWE. Now we get to see the real collision here at Full Gear. So I'm picking Miro to win the tournament, even though he was not originally in it, and get the World Championship match. Maybe even win the championship. I just have so many thoughts running through my head on this, but we'll see what we get. Miro to win. Okay. Well, let's go into another one. How about Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and the rest of those jerk-offs? Oh my gosh. Dan Lambert's voice. I think you could kill people, honestly. It's so terrible. I hate that TV time has been dedicated to this crap. And this is a shoe. I dislike everything they have done with this group. It's not doing it for me. This is sort of like The Factory at a time. I don't care about these people. I don't want them on Dynamite. Dedicate a little bit of time on Rampage and Dark for this crap. Good on Jericho for trying to elevate some people in this, but I just don't care, and I think it's about to come to fruition. It's a 5-on-5 street fight, and the Inner Circle are going to murder them. This is something I'm looking forward to in the sense of Dan Lambert actually being in this match. Jericho is going to crucify this bum. I cannot wait for the destruction to come. In all seriousness, it should be a fun little match. Get it around the arena. Real street fight scenario here. And I don't know if they'd film it anything like Stadium Stampede from earlier this year at Double or Nothing with the Pinnacle and Inner Circle. But clearly the Inner Circle are my pick to win. I'm hoping for a dominant victory in all things considered. And we can move on in our lives, and Dan Lambert can kayfabe die in a hole, because I am so done with this crap. You guys know me. It's all about the honesty. So there you go. Moving on. Tag team titles. This one. Keep your eyes on this one. Lucha Bros, AEW Tag Team Champions, defending against FTR, who are now the AAA Tag Team Champions. That was a hell of a swerve a few weeks ago, with FTR dressing up and actually winning the belts. And now they're getting a shot back at the AEW World titles 1 year after they lost them at this event to the Young Bucks. Not sure. This one's tough. I'll be honest, this one's tough. I can see FTR getting them back. But I feel like with the Lucha Bros going through so much to finally get those belts, it would be such a shame for them to drop them at the first pay-per-view, where I believe they've only defended them twice on TV. I remember they had a great match with Butcher and the Blade on Rampage a few weeks ago. Would that have been maybe just one defense even? I might be forgetting another one, but I am going to pick the Lucha Bros to retain here. FTR have been getting enough lately anyway. I was surprised, though, to see them taking an L going into it, but a great match with Dax and Pac. That was phenomenally good. So, Should be a fantastic match. And if it wasn't for the main event, I would dare say that this would be match of the night. And it just might be. Prove me wrong. Let's keep going. Okay, how about this one for a little first-time meeting in AEW? Darby Allin and MJF. Oh, nothing would make me happier than to see MJF lose every single AEW pay-per-view of 2021. Think about that. He lost teaming with Jericho at Revolution against the Young Bucks. He lost teaming against Jericho at Double or Nothing in the, why am I forgetting the name of it all of a sudden? Stadium Stampede. Thank you, Brain. And he lost to Jericho at AEW All Out. Is he going to lose to Darby Allin? Please? Please? But I am going to pick MJF. It would be the best gift to see Darby Allin win this match. But I'm thinking maybe it's finally time that AEW are finally going to push MJF to something bigger. And that might start next year, coming off of this pay-per-view win. It should be a great match. Should be a great match. And maybe this will be match of the night, honestly. I'm not sure how these two are going to work together. I expect it to be great, but when I put them together in my brain, I can't click with it. It's exciting in a way to know what they're going to do. And I don't. So, we'll see what we get. Picking MJF, though, to win this match. Let me scroll down a bit here. See what the rest of the card is, because my brain can only work so hard. Okay, how about this, I guess, last-minute announced tag team match, which I called and was very happy to see it lastly announced. Cody Rhodes, Pac taking on Andrade and Malachi Black. These men have certainly been entangled in nonsense lately. And honestly, I'm not sure who gets the win here. I feel like I'm gonna have to go with Black and Andrade simply because Andrade got shafted at the last pay-per-view and here's his comeuppance. And maybe he'll get that third pin, not third, but I guess the win to tie, man, my brain and tongue aren't working now. This match is doing it for me, eh? But I'm thinking he will get the win over Pac to solidify their little series because they're 1-1 in the ring. Let's do this tag match. Andrade gets that fall. I don't think Black necessarily needs it, and I would hate to see him lose his first pay-per-view match in AEW. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the team of Black and Andrade. See where it goes from there. I'm not really sure, but I'm enjoying the wrestling, so see what we get out of that. Okay, I think we've only got 3 left to go through. Let me briefly check this little card of things. Card of things. Now that's being descriptive, eh? Yeah, I think we've got 3 left. I'm just double checking, though. I don't want to miss anything, obviously. Okay, let me just get rid of that, and we will go through the last 3 matches of this event. So, CM Punk, Eddie Kingston. This was not a surprise to many a few weeks ago thinking what we're going to do when Kingston approached Punk in the back. And they had words, and everyone immediately shouted full gear. We are certainly getting it. And man, the war of words they had on Rampage last week, top notch, top notch. And there's only a certain amount of diehard fans who I'd say get the heat between those two. Most of it was explained on Rampage, but not everything. Y'all want to learn more, y'all can look into it. I know enough that I'm excited for this physically. Obviously, the pick goes to CM Punk. I don't see Kingston being the first one to get the rub on him in AEW, but this is going to be physical, and it's going to be fun. So, hopefully we get some more words jousting before the match even starts. Should be fun. Should be fun. We'll see what happens, though. Honestly, if I want to throw something towards this with intensity, I would love to see Kingston kick out of the GTS. I don't think we're going to get that, but I would love to see it. Love to see it. More than one GTS to put Kingston away would be a great way to go through in this match. How about this one, though? Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag? Yes, please. I thought for certain we'd be getting Cole and Christian Cage set for this pay-per-view, but we've upped the ante a bit. We've upped the ante a bit on this one. Christian and Jurassic Express, a.k.a. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, taking on the Bucks and Budge, Adam Cole, baby. And this is going to be a good one. And you guys know my thoughts on Christian Cage and how he's kept me in the loop with wrestling enough, being as he is. Obviously, the pick for me is Christian Cage and Jurassic Express, except this time, I really think they've got a good chance at this. I think this will be a great win for Jungle Boy more specifically, and the momentum could just go back on the train for these guys. Super Click have been dominating just about everything since coming back. I know they just lost to the Dark Order with Kenny a few weeks ago, but that's really been it. I think Cage and Jurassic Express winning this... Man, I just can't say Express properly, can I? Cage and Jurassic Express winning this match would really turn some heads with things. I can see Super Click getting it for the bloody obvious reasons, but I'm picking Cage and Jurassic Express. I'm never going against Christian Cage again. Never, as long as he's still wrestling. I've waited long enough, and I've already explained this, so there you go. But I think it's time to go into the main event. This is probably why most of you are here. What are my thoughts on this? Kenny Omega, Adam Page, AEW World Championship. We're doing this again at Full Gear. They fought last year, and obviously Omega came out the winner. Now we're doing it again for the championship. Are we finally just going to have the moment that I think everybody really wants to see as a whole? Adam Page win the World Championship from Kenny Omega? Oh, God bless it. Yes, I want it. But under a circumstance. It's one of these predictions, everybody. Let me explain. I have been more looking forward to this for a different reason. I am one of the few who believe Adam Page is the one to kick out of the One-Wing Angel. If Adam Page kicks out of that move, not a rope break, not a distraction, maybe a late kick out, but straight up kick out of the One-Wing Angel in the match, he's my pick to win the championship. If the move is or isn't hit, and bottom line, Page doesn't kick out, then Kenny's my pick. It really comes down to that move for me in this match. That is the third element that I care even more about the winner for this. I want the moment of the crowd losing their minds if Adam Page kicks out of the One-Wing Angel. It's important to me. It's important to me. It's important to many other people I've talked about. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Kick out of the move, you're going to win the championship. If you don't get the opportunity to, or you simply don't, then Kenny Omega. That's what it comes down to for me in this one. It's one of those predictions. I don't throw them too often, but when it's important enough, damn it, I love to have fun with them. That's my thoughts pretty much on it. I can try to run it down again, but I don't know if I can have these 10 off the top of my head. I've got the faces for the buy-in. I've got MJF. I've got Inner Circle. I've got Miro. I've got Britt Baker. I have Lucha Bros. I've got Andrade and Malachi. I've got CM Punk. I've got Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. And I've got the One-Wing Angel being the factor into Adam Page and Kenny Omega when it comes to my pick. There you go. That is going to seal the deal. If you were still here, thank you so much for watching. And thanks again for the support lately if you've been hanging around the channel. Great to have you. I'll see you guys Sunday for my results and review video. And I'm sure we will be coming out of this in high spirits. AEW, the place to be, the place to enjoy wrestling right now. Let's hope that doesn't change for the worst anytime soon. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you later. Enjoy. And for everyone in the States, happy Veterans Day. Everyone else somewhere around the world, happy Veterans Day. Keep it real.